ऐसी ज़मीं और आसमां इनके सिवा जाना कहाँ बढ़ती रहे ये रोशनी चलता रहे ये कारवां दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जान जान पाकिस्तान 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 दिल दिल पाकिस्तान पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nazreen, this is Farooq Mirza, President 4th Pillar TV USA. We are here in Oklahoma City to cover the APPNA's, is the Doctors Physicians Organization, their annual convention. So we met with different high-ranking doctors, physicians, and political figures, ambassadors, and some Islamic relief people from different school of thoughts. So even the large majority of women, they are doing different activities. So Oklahoma is right focal point, a center of unity, discipline and brotherhood. So we got several messages. So we will show one by one what we talk about on different topics with different personalities. So folks, one of the big personality, his name is Todd Shea. He is friend of Pakistani-American, but he chose to be Pakistani, married over there, did a lot of philanthropist work. Even recently he got involved in animal shelter, taking care of neglected animals. His precious work we previously documented. He is also a folk singer, and he sung loudly Jeeve Jeeve Pakistan and other lyrics. It shows his patriotism, his loyalty to the country, and love to the people. So we met with Todd Shea here in Oklahoma City in convention, and we requested him if we can talk to him so that we can communicate you guys through him. So let me introduce you Todd Shea, my best friend. Todd, thank you very much for giving me time. I know you are busy, you are meeting with different groups, different doctors, physicians, as your work is also very precious, and you are always a part of APPNA. We heard a lot of doctors, they gave your organization CDRS donation, a philanthropist organization. So how you feel coming to Oklahoma City and being a part of APPNA's convention?
It's a big honor. I was invited by Dr. Sana'Allah as well as the Nishtar College Alumni Association, Nishtar Medical College Alumni Association of APPNA, and wonderful people. We've been partnering with them and working on projects together to support their efforts in Pakistan in the last few years. And we're very happy that in the last, say, 5 years, with COVID and the floods and even other kinds of work, a lot of food packs delivery and winter clothing missions as well, and we have probably more than $1.6 million in the last 5 years of funds has come through various APPNA groups that CDRS has sent those funds to Pakistan and done work. So we've worked a lot with NANA, Nishtar College Alumni Association, as well as the New England chapter of APPNA, Pakistani Physicians Society of Chicago, and some work with many individual doctors, and a lot of work with the Social Welfare and Disaster Relief Committee. We started working during COVID with Dr. Aisha Zafar, a dear and beautiful friend who passed away from cancer, and she was one of the greatest, humanitarians that I know, and I was very happy to meet her brother here at this APNA and let him know how much she meant to CDRS and myself. So we're doing a lot of work with APNA. I think in the last 5 years, you can say about 22% of our funds that we have spent have been through the APNA family, whether through one of the alumni associations, the Social Welfare Disaster Relief Committee, or individual APNA doctors.
Todd, you mentioned that most of the funds you collected they came from the APNA, the Doctors Physician Association. Usually, around the world, the general perception about the doctors and their practices. So the people think that it's just a business. Why you target APNA and other alumni related to the health sector? Do you think it's they are kind-hearted, or they understand your cause, or there is some other reason?
So, APNA is a very big, huge organization, right? I think there's more than 50 chapters of various alumni associations and state chapters and committees, and they all are doing on their own wonderful work. So some of them have used us because they need an on-ground partner. We have registration here and in Pakistan. We have a very exemplary track record in 20 years, scandal-free. You know where the money goes, it's trackable, and we have a very good reputation. We have tax exemption in Pakistan under Federal Board of Revenue. We have PCP registration and certification, twice certified by Pakistan Center for Philanthropy. We have MOU with the Economic Affairs Division of the Interior Ministry, so Government of Pakistan has recognized us. We have a medal from Pakistan, a Tamga Isar. So we're a trustable organization with a great track record of work in very remote areas in the field. So some of the APNA chapters that we've worked with, including Social Welfare Disaster Relief Committee, have utilized us because of our services of being able to send money over, being able to track that money and provide the proper documentation and receipts that are required, as well as get into very remote areas and places that are very difficult to get into and very difficult to operate in. We have a great team in-house of logistics engineers, operators who can operate in the field on all sorts of conditions, including very dangerous situations. So that makes us, quite a valuable asset to any Pakistani-Americans who may want to do good work in Pakistan, but they need an on-ground team and they need a trustable way to send funds over to get work done. So we're able to help in all of those ways.
Todd, CDRS is a 501c status, a non-profit organization registered here in USA, and you guys operating in Pakistan. So what is the setup, the transfer of funds, and so you have to answer both countries, America and Pakistan. So how you deal with that, and what kind of mechanism, expenditure, receiving, accounting, how you deal with that, and what is the mechanism involved, and what difficulties involved?
Well, for us, it's actually quite simple. It may sound complicated, but we have, our account at JS Bank in Pakistan. We have our account at Wells Fargo Bank here. So we send the funds over from one bank account to the other when we collect them. And we have, we're very fortunate that we have an amazing accounting team. Our finance department in Pakistan is one of the finest. I mean, from the very beginning, I told my team, we're going to do things honest. We're not going to give bribes or try to navigate the system in any illegal or unfair way that will cause trouble for us later. We're going to document our work, because without documenting it properly, then it's, to many people, it's as if it never happened, right? So we have it becomes easy if you have certain rules and principles of transparency and keeping your documentation, your proof of your work, then it's not that hard. And so we have a great team in Pakistan that has worked with all the various accountability agencies in Pakistan. And in America, we have an accountant here in the Washington, D.C. area. It's Hassan's Accounting in Falls Church, Virginia. So they do all our tax returns and work with us. So with that support, it becomes very doable.
Todd, we observed and noticed that you are involved in human activities, serving humanity, working for the needy, wherever there are disaster, flood disaster, or any natural disaster, you are there. Then we saw you married to a Pakistani girl, and you had a beautiful baby. So we observed that your nature, a kind of kindness we observed in your nature, and you diverted your attention to opening up shelters for the animals. So what kind of this change and how it came into you? You are a animal lovers or you are a humanist. So can you characterize this change, or you are just simply a kind-hearted man?
Well, I certainly try to be kind-hearted. You know, my mother passed away when I was 12 years old, and she taught me before she died, that we should care about people, whoever they are, wherever they're from, even on the other side of the world. She literally told me that. She was the kind of person who would give somebody her last penny if she thought that they needed it more. So I inherited that from her. You know, I can never see a person or an animal suffering. So in a very informal way, we always helped animals in the disaster zones whenever we were working. And I've even, in other countries as well, I've worked in, a dozen other countries. Although we've made Pakistan our home and our permanent projects are there, during disasters I've visited so many countries. Floods and earthquakes and storms and whatnot, conflicts. So the animals also suffer greatly, right? And so in an informal way, we would always help animals. About almost 5 years back, we got a grant from a Pakistani-American, Murtaza, and he said, Todd, I want to give you this grant, but I want you to spend it on animal welfare. And I said, that's great, because we've always wished we had more funds to help more animals. So with that grant, we were able to start 4 animal shelters. One is in Islamabad, one is in Skurdu, one is in Lahore, Bedia, outside of Lahore, and one is in Malir, Karachi. And we have helped in last 5 years over 50,000 animals. 20,000 of them were during the floods of 2022, when we were able to provide veterinary services and feed animals so that people's livelihood could continue, so that their farm animals, their goats and their donkeys and their horses and things could be, cattle could be fed long enough to survive this disaster and being able to continue their livelihoods.
Todd, one more thing. The convention, the APPNA Convention, now the APPNA is expanding. Now they are functioning internationally. As you heard that they are going to 5 countries, including Pakistan. So the APNA's role is becoming a very, very important as we document several meetings. They are talking a different way. How you specify APNA's role down the road as an international entity?
Well, I applaud their efforts. I mean, I've seen APNA since the very beginning. I've seen them go through changes and hard times and different leaders that they've had who all have their own, way of thinking and doing things. So it's like a roller coaster, you see this very large organization, but through it all, I've always seen them do amazing humanitarian work. And often people don't know about it. I've had people come to me and share criticisms about APNA, but they didn't know all this relief work because I don't know, to the general public, maybe they don't highlight it as much, because they're doing things, in a good way and not promoting it as much. So maybe people are just not aware, but there's a lot of great things APNA is doing. So over the years, many of APNA members have become dear close friends, brothers and sisters who have supported my work. And I've seen them do great things even with other organizations as well. So they support so many different organizations, and I think that you can't even put a dollar amount to the mountain of work I've seen them do over 20 years. It's priceless, and whatever I don't know what their international plans. I'm just learning this from you, except I would say that I'm sure that they're just going to be expanding and doing better work. So my prayers for them and good wishes for their future expansion and whatever they do.
Todd, last question to you. What's about your passion with the music? So after you have a new baby and Pakistani-American baby, so you still like to sing songs? That's the way you do before. And I will request you if you can sing Dil Dil Pakistan.
Sure. I mean, I love that song. The brilliant Junaid Jamshed and Vital Signs and Shoaib Mansoor Saab, I recently recorded a version and did a video of that, and actually had the blessing after they heard my version. I was actually endorsed by Shoaib Mansoor and by Rohel Hyatt from Coke Studio. They really enjoyed my version.
Can you sing a little bit for us, please?
Sure. But it's just a song that that I really love performing because people really enjoy hearing Agora trying to sing it, at least trying. Esi zami aur asman inke siva jana kahan padti rahe ye roshani chalta rahe ye karwan.